Is ChatGPT safe for homeschool moms? Let's talk about it. If you've heard moms asking, is ChatGPT safe? Is it accurate? Can I trust it with our homeschool and personal information? You are in the right place. By the end of this video, you're going to know exactly how to use ChatGPT confidently without oversharing personal information, without falling for inaccurate answers, or without sounding like a robot. Before we jump in, if you want to give AI a try without trying to figure out what to type, I made something for you. It's a custom GPT I created to help overwhelmed homeschool moms reset in just a few minutes so that you can turn a hard moment into a fresh start. You don't have to figure out the prompts or wonder what to ask. It guides you step by step with safe, simple questions. You can grab it below. Okay, let's get into it. Here's the gap I keep seeing. There are homeschool moms who want to use ChatGPT to lighten their load, but then they're also worried about the safety, the accuracy, or accidentally doing something wrong. So if you're feeling curious, but maybe overwhelmed and not sure what to trust, and you want to be calm and confident and use this tool to make homeschooling easier, well, that's exactly what I've got for you in this video. I've been talking about this topic the last couple of weeks with the ladies who are in the inner circle, and I had one mom reach out to me. She's like, "Hey, I've heard of ChatGPT, but I don't even know what it is. Can you explain it to me?" Which we've all been there. Here's the simplest, most mom-friendly way to think about ChatGPT. It's the new Google. But instead of giving you like a gazillion links to sort through and read, it gives you one clear answer. Now, the techie definition of ChatGPT is that it is an artificial intelligence language model created by OpenAI. And in simple terms, that means it's a computer program trained on huge amounts of text, so that it can understand questions and respond with human-like answers. It doesn't think something or know something like a person does. It works by recognizing patterns in language and predicting what words should come next. Honestly, the best way you can think about ChatGPT as a homeschool mom is it's going to be your teacher's assistant. She can support all that you do in homeschooling. She can help you think through things and do them in logical orders. And she could take a pretty big chunk of the mental load off of your plate. But she only does as well as the information you give her. So this is important because most moms don't get great answers simply because they don't know what to ask or what information to give ChatGPT. So I got a lot of questions from the ladies in the inner circle, which you can join below if you're interested. And here are the three most common fears that moms were toying with when thinking about using ChatGPT for homeschool. One, is it safe? Is my information being collected? You are always in control of what you share. But just like when you use Facebook or share on Instagram, I really caution you on sharing specifics. So treat this in the same way you would treat social media. And also at this point, you don't even need an account to use this, but if you plan on using it regularly, grab a free account. It's going to save you some time. You'll be able to keep information general and still get pretty good results. And I'll share some of those ideas with you a little later in the video. Fear number two, is it accurate? Is it giving bad info? Talking about accuracy, the short answer is no. It's not infallible. It makes mistakes. So double check anything that's important, ask it to cite its sources, and don't go asking it questions like, what are my homeschool state laws? We'll talk a little bit more about don'ts later. But what's even more interesting is why it's giving you inaccurate information. When ChatGPT gives you inaccurate information, something that just seemed to pull out of thin air, it's called a hallucination. Yes, ChatGPT hallucinates. And what this simply means is that ChatGPT is filling in the blanks with something that sounds right, even if it isn't. It's basically like that super confident friend we all have, the one who answers quickly, even when she's only 80% sure. And if you don't have that friend, you might be that friend. right? She's not lying. She's just trying to help. So she's kind of guessing. And that's why we double check factual things. But for ideas and explanations and scripts and planning, it's really helpful. And fear number three, is ChatGPT bad for the environment? I'll be honest, I was surprised by this question because it never occurred to me that AI could be bad for the environment. I just like, it's floating up in the cloud. Well, it's got to be stored somewhere. So here's what I found. Using ChatGPT at home is about the same digital footprint as doing a Google search. So you're not going to be creating data centers by asking for a book list. You're not harming your local environment by generating hands-on ways to explore history. It's okay for a mom to use it now and then. Now, with those fears out of the way, we can get down to what really matters, how ChatGPT can help you in your homeschool. And I feel like this is where moms are like, oh my gosh, I really do need this. So let me share some of my favorite ways I've used ChatGPT. One is unit studies and lesson plans. ChatGPT will match your library books, your videos, and your resources automatically. You can use it for writing or grammar. I found a workbook recommendation that immediately clicked with my son and helped him with his punctuation and grammar. And it has also corrected my kids' essays for me and helped improve them as well. By the way, I love doing that. It's so helpful. You can also use it for neurodivergent needs. So it can give you doable ideas that won't overwhelm your kiddo, or you can figure out how to make something hands-on so that a differently wired kid can stay engaged and focused. It can give you scripts to say when your kids are bickering and you can't think in your brain of like what's the right thing to say. It can help you create scripts you can use in the middle of a hard moment with your kids. And it can also help you prioritize a brain dump. So when everything feels jumbled up in your head, lessons, meal plans, errands, kids' emotions, all of it, you can spill your brain into ChatGPT and say, help me organize this. What needs attention first? And it'll sort it, prioritize it, and help you take the very next step without feeling like you're missing something. Oh yeah, it can do that. Now, here are where things really begin to shift because ChatGPT is incredible with the right guardrails. So I want to give you some do's and don'ts before you run away from this video and try all these things that I just suggested. So one, we do want to give it clarity because short, simple is what works best. Do tell it your tone. So if you don't want AI to sound a little bit robotic, say, I want this to sound warm and motherly. Do always give it a goal. You could say, make this 10 minutes maximum, or make this doable for a busy mom. Do ask it for steps, because this is one of ChatGPT's superpowers. You could say, break this into smaller steps, or tell me what should come first. Now, don't use ChatGPT this way. Don't info dump or word vomit, because the more text you put in there, the more confusing the answers it's going to give you back. Don't ask vague questions. Help me with my homeschool won't work. However, if you ask it to help you create a 20-minute math warm-up for your 9-year-old who hates worksheets, you'll get some good ideas. Do not rely on it for facts. For example, do not ask it what your homeschool state laws are. Please just go to hslda.org and do that. You can, though, ask it for ideas and explanations, but do not ask it for laws or medical advice or scientific anything. And don't expect magic without direction. You've got to have guardrails in order to get great answers. Vague wordage is going to equal weird stuff. This is exactly why I'm creating custom homeschool GPTs, because ChatGPT is amazing. But it's only as good as the information you give it. And as homeschool moms, we don't always have a hot minute to sit and think about, what questions should I ask? How should I phrase it? What's safe? Or what will truly get me a helpful answer? You're busy. You got kids to take care of. So that's why I'm creating custom GPTs for homeschool moms. They ask you the right questions first. They understand your homeschool mom values. They give hard-aligned, real advice, and they avoid the canned robotic answers that will not work in a normal homeschool home. I've built them to walk with you, not to overwhelm you. So just to recap, you don't need to be techie. You certainly don't need to be an expert. And you don't even need to know what to ask. ChatGPT is simply your teacher's assistant, not the teacher. That's you, mama. With the right guardrails, it becomes a great support in your homeschool. And if you want to try a simple, calm way to dip your toes in the ChatGPT waters, I want you to go click on the link for the 5-minute Homeschool Mom Reset GPT. It's a free tool that helps homeschool moms reset in just a few minutes so they can feel grounded, capable, and ready to re-enter the day. It's going to guide you through simple calming steps that turn hard moments into fresh starts. And if this video has helped you, subscribe for more homeschool support and check out our next video on the screen. You're doing better than you think, Mama.